What's up with you beautiful people, man? So today has been a very active day for me, man. I've been on my other channel, my sports channel, and I've been going crazy, right? So this came up, I want to say probably about 10 minutes ago, but I had to go take care of some business. Then when I got back, I was like, let me go and hop into the video. So as you can see by the title of this video, I don't know what I'm gonna title it. I might title it Championship Mindset. I might title it Mindset like Larry Bird. I don't know what I'm gonna title it. But basically, the reason why I say Larry Bird now, I know y'all probably like, why was that the first name you popped up? Here's the reason. So on my basketball channel, right, I've been covering old school basketball reactions, like old school basketball, like kind of, hipping myself, because my goal is I want to be a sports personality. You know what I mean? So I'm having to go back to the roots and kind of understand how the game evolved and got to where it's at. So in the process, I'm just studying certain guys. You know what I mean? So right now I'm focused on old school basketball. So I'm studying Michael Jordan, I'm studying Larry Bird, and I'm just really looking at these guys. So I'm saying, okay, what is it about these guys that separates them from the pack? Because it's like, it's not necessarily, I would say in Bird's case for sure, not athleticism, because he wasn't the most athletic guy. Mike, you can kind of argue that to a certain degree, but he still was able to adjust as he got older, and what he could once do physically started to decline. He started, relying more so on skill than he did athleticism and speed in youth. So I'm just studying him. I'm studying him hard, watching videos. Man, I got over 100 videos, reaction videos to Larry Bird, probably over 50 some reaction videos to Michael Jordan. So I'm studying them, and I realized that the thing that separates them from everybody else is their mentality, their mindsets. So in the video I was watching, I was like, guys, comment down below you guys' favorite thing about Larry Bird in terms of his game, what he brought to the table, whether it's shooting, defensively rebounding, assisting, all those different things, right? What's your aspect of it? And I told them, for me, it was mental. And so I had time to think about it. I was like, okay, I think I want to make a video because this is something that we can all take and apply to the everyday life. It ain't got to just be a professional athlete. And that's what I want people to understand too. Like with this channel, it's not about just talking about sports, because, I use sports as an analogy because I'm a sports guy. That's my life. You know what I mean? But it would be no different if I was a guy who was out in the wilderness type of guy and I did deer hunting. I would use that as an analogy because this is my life. You know what I mean? And you go through so many different things within those fields that I just named that prepares you for life. In terms of with deer hunting, you might say patience. You know what I mean? Being resilient, which that goes all across the board. So it's all about the mentality, right? So the thing about these guys is that it's a lot of guys in the NBA that can shoot. You know what I mean? I'm talking about shoot. You leave them open, they'll probably hit, 30 out of 53s. I don't know, probably so, especially in today's age. I know for sure probably about 25 out of 53s, right? But the thing is, when you put some of these guys in high pressure situations with the game on the line, all of that you seen when they was doing with no pressure, they fold, they break, they crack. They can't thrive. But when you look at Bird and Jordan, these guys, it was never a task that was too great for them to conquer. It never was. They didn't have the average person's mindset. Like, it's a show I be looking at. I can't think, I don't be watching it, but it's a clip from it I be watching. I cannot think of the name of that show, but it was a scene where it was, I guess it's based off of like a football TV show based. So the coach comes and one of the teammates asked the coach, he was like, hey coach, how is such and such this year? And then one of the guys who's supposed to be the leader on the team says that they're a lot stronger than us. So coach looked at him and was like, are you writing us off already? And he was like, no, I wouldn't if I thought we can beat them. And the coach just looking like, hold up, come on. So he gets the kid up. He tells the kid, I want to see you bear crawl. If you don't know what bear crawl, death crawl, whatever you want to term it. But bear crawl is basically getting on all fours and climbing. But here's the hard part. He has a kid that's 160 pounds, maybe. I think he was 170 actually. Get on his back. And he blindfolded the kid, right? So when he blindfolded the kid was like, I want you to do it blindfolded. The kid said, why? Why do you want me to do it blindfolded? Because he was like, I don't want you giving up at a certain point. Because if I tell you to go to the 100, if I tell you to bear crawl 100 yards, that's the whole football field, right? If I tell you that, if I don't put that blindfold on you, you will get to the 50 and be able to go more. And it might not even be the whole 100, but you might be able to go to the 60, to the 70, to the 80. But you will stop at 50 just because you think that's enough. You see what I'm saying? So you're not willing to exert it all to accomplish, but also willing to fail in the process of it. So I'm gonna end up doing something like that, like how I did with the Kevin Hart, and I'm gonna do that on here with that too. So I'm not gonna really get too deep into that. But I just say that to say that you already are defeating yourself before we even have to play them. So once we go out there with the mindset, we done lost. We lost the game before we didn't even show up on the bus with the mentality. And it's like I'm victim to it. Like I was just talking. Me and my cousin had a talk earlier, and I was just telling him, like I was telling you guys, when I'm talking with. I'm not talking to. I'm talking with you guys, because everything that I say, I am. I go through that. I deal with it. Procrastination, giving up when things seem impossible, doubting yourself constantly, questioning whether you should be doing whatever it is that you love to do, but just trying to get into the process to where you can actually make a substantial enough living to where this is what supports me, and I'm not out here just busting and breaking my butt for a 9 to 5 that don't give a damn about me, and I'm not receiving what I'm giving them in terms of, in terms of financial stability. I'm having to go through all this, doing all this stuff, and I'm still living paycheck to paycheck. And it's like, really? And it's like just settling for that and just wanting the best for myself. A lot of times I get frustrated. And it's like I said, even with YouTube, like I tell anybody, if you want to, YouTube is hard. I'm just going to be completely honest with you. I'm not going to be one of them people that's going to say, oh, it's easy. See, people who don't know nothing about it would assume that it's an easy job, because they're looking like, well, all you doing is sitting in front of a camera and talking. How hard could that be? Well, sir, I had to do that for 2 years before I ever made $1 off of it. So I think I deserve the right to be bringing in the money I'm bringing in, while you chose to work a 9 to 5 your whole life and exert something, put something into something you're not getting no return other than a bullshit ass 401k. I decided to put my time and energy in something to where I can get a 401k in a year. Well, you got to save up to get that for 20 years. And that's not knocking nobody, but that's for anybody who thinks that this is an easy field. This is a hard field, man. You got to be willing to do this for 2 years, whatever your job is right now. If you're working if you're a professor, or if you're whatever it is you do, right? Imagine this is how YouTube is. Imagine them telling you when you go apply for that job, hey, check this out. So we got a program where we go through. It's just protocol. This has been like this for as long as I can remember. You have to work here a year straight before you get hired on. And here's the thing. For a full-time or part-time, before you get hired on, it's like an internship, right? And you're not making a dime for it. So you still got to get up early in the morning. You still got to stay late. You still got to deal with all the bullshit that comes with the job, and you're not making a dime for it. So you're having to do that on top of working another job, because this job is paying for your bills, and this job is providing a life for you. That's the same thing with YouTube. And so that's what I deal with. Stop giving up. Stop questioning yourself. If you say that what you want to be is a sports personality, stop doubting that is what it's meant for you to be. Stop doubting that you might not be able to get there. Stop doubting it. If you're saying it, just keep working regardless. I don't care if you flop 50, 60 videos, all of them hit 0 views. That don't mean stop, because all it takes is one video to get you out there. And you just never know what can happen from that one video. So you just got to keep going. You got to keep pressing forward. And that's the same thing with you guys too, man. Whatever it is you're doing in this world, man, I promise you, just keep going. And it has to get better than where it's at. You know what I mean? Like I said, I don't know everything. I'm 27 years old. I've learned a lot throughout life. Some of them from personal experience, and some of them just watching other people go through what they go through. Like they always say, and this is a quote that I would advise a lot of you guys to live by. And that is, smart men and women learn from their mistakes, right? True enough. Wise men and women learn from others' mistakes. So I look at what I'm doing, and I look at what he does, and look at where that got him. If I continue on that road, I'll end up there. You know what I mean? So at some point, I'm gonna have to say, okay, I know what'll happen if I stay here. Let me see what'll happen if I go there. So you see what I'm saying? So it's like you gotta just stay on your path. You gotta stay focused. You gotta stay dedicated, and you just gotta consume this stuff. Like I was just on the way back from the store, and I'm listening to Eminem Lose Yourself, and Eminem said, you only got one shot. The only shot we got is life, man. So whatever it is that you want to do, go for it. Like I just don't believe in wasting time no more, man. If it's something you want to go for it. But the thing is, I want you to know is that it's not gonna come easy, bro. I promise you, it's not. Well, this you want to get in shape. Do you know how long you have to lift weights and exercise and eat properly before you start to see changes in your body, that don't just happen overnight. It doesn't. It takes time to build that foundation. And then once that foundation is built, then it becomes a lot easier, because for one, you got the experience, but the journey is what prepares you and got you to where you at now. So now, okay, I know how to do this, I know how to do that, and I know how to do this. So I know how to get these results. But it took me having to constantly keep failing and making no progression to say, okay, what am I doing wrong? Reevaluating what is it? What could I be doing that's preventing me from getting the results that I know I'm supposed to be getting? You know, that's what it really ultimately comes down to, man. You know, it's just staying afloat, man, just keeping it going. And it's like I gotta make a vow to myself that don't stop, man. Just keep going, keep working, keep pursuing it. And man, I promise you, eventually one of them videos gonna take off, and it's happened to me before. And you're gonna look up, you're gonna be at 2,000 subscribers, you're gonna be at 10,000, on 15,000. On to 20,000, on to 50,000, on to 100,000 videos. You mean 100,000 subscribers, you know what I mean? So it's just staying focused, man, and just not giving up. So man, that's all I, got today. I just got to thinking about that. And then even thinking about the other video I was just telling y'all about, and I might end up filming that next. I don't know, it just all depends on, because today has been a very active day for me filming on my other channel. Then I just banged out a video here now, but I got a video that's up at the moment. If you guys haven't seen that, go check it out. So if you're watching this video now, this will be the last video I post before this one. That's the one I'm telling you about. That's a good one as well. But man, that is it for this video, man. Like I say, man, just try to internalize as much as you can. Man, if you gotta watch it 3 or 4 or 5 times to try to ingrain it in you, I understand. I do the same thing. You know what I mean? You're only helping me. You're only putting me out there that way I can reach not just you, but another person, and you can help that person in return. So that's what it's all about, a butterfly effect. Iron sharpen iron, steel sharpen steels. We help each other. Once we help each other, I go help this person, you go help that person, and it's just a ripple effect after that. You know what I mean? And we start to get people doing what they want to do, opposed to doing what they in a sense gotta do, which you get what I'm saying. I would assume. But like I said, that's it for this video, man. If you did enjoy this video, do me a big favor, man. Smash that thumbs up button. Also, man, if you running across this video, my name is Robert Youngblood Jr., man. I'm an aspiring sports analyst. I have a second channel called Rob Sports Center. If you want to go check it out, check it out. If you don't. I'm not gonna even plug it. I ain't gonna even go through it. You know what I mean? I feel like if you really want to watch it, you'll go over there without me even having to plug it. You know what I mean? But if you got to this video and you at this point, man, go ahead and subscribe. And when you subscribe, click that post notification bell. That way you be notified on all things Robert Youngblood Jr. I almost said my sports channel. That's how much I've been on that today. And I'll see y'all in this video, man. Keep it going, keep pushing, and don't give up.